Today is intermediate advanced Pilates. We're going to get started today on hands and knees. Coming onto your mats with your hands directly in line. Let me go this way. Hands directly in line with your shoulders. Your knees are hip width. Your spine is neutral, little bit of an arch in the lower back. Careful not to overarch here, so you're going to engage the core here to keep your lower back supported. You're reaching the crown of the head forward here, nice length in the back of the neck. We're going to stay here, inhale. As you exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin around your spine, drop everything down. Inhale, come back to neutral. And again, exhale, pull the belly button in, start to round your spine, really pressing down into your hands, release the head all the way, and then you lengthen. 2 more times exactly like that. Exhale, pull the belly button in. Nice articulation in the spine here, head drops, and then you lengthen. And 1 more time. Push down. And lengthen, coming back to neutral. You're going to maintain neutral spine. We're going to start with the left leg. You're going to turn the leg out. You're going to circle it up and down. And again, so nice big circles here coming from the hip joint. You're trying to keep your knee bent 90 degrees. Just lubricating that hip joint here. Don't think about it too much. Just think about drawing a circle from your hip. Out, up, and down. 2 more. Out, up, and down. Last one. Out, up, and down. Reverse it. You're going to take it up, out, and down. So same thing here. Just changing the direction of your circles. Out, up, and down. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add. Same thing here. We're going to do the first few a little bit slower here. So start by lifting your leg. You're going to turn out as you were just doing, but then here you're going to keep taking your knee. You're going to pull that left knee forward and then come and place your foot, left foot, to the outside of your left hand. Engage the core here. You're going to slowly pick up both hands, reaching your arms diagonally out in front of you. I'm hinging slightly forward here, so I'm not upright. Reaching forward. Then from here, take your hands back down. Pick up your left foot. You're going to take the leg up and take it down. And again, 1 more time slow. Up, turn it out. Take the foot all the way forward. Engage your core, reach your arms. Take your hands back down. Pick up the foot, take it back down. We're going to speed this up. Up and reach. Take it down. And again, 3 more. You want to get a little bit of fluidity in this movement here. 2 more. And 1 more. Reach it out. Take your hands down. Take your knee back. You're going to stay here. We're not going to do the other leg right away. Take your forearms down. Your elbows are directly in line with your shoulders. Pull your belly button in here. Reach one leg back, other leg back. We're going to hold this plank. Pressing firmly into your forearms. Lengthen the back of the neck. Pull your belly button in. Everything's nice and engaged. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Carefully come down onto your knees. You're going to come back onto that tabletop position. Readjust your legs as needed. Place your hands directly in line with your shoulders. Right leg, same thing here. Start by turning out, up, and down. Turn it out, up, and down. Nice big circles from the right side. Last 3, 2, and 1. And now reverse the direction of the circles. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. Moving with your breath. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add here. First 2 are slow. Take it up, turn it out. Take your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Engage the core. Reach everything forward. Take your hands back down. Pick up your right foot. Return it to the floor. And again, slow here. Taking the time to learn the movement. Hands come down. And now we can speed it up. If you prefer keeping this slow so you can really focus on your motion, please do so. If you want to get more into the rhythm, move a little bit faster, yet still control, that's fine as well. Let's do one more. Reach it out. Hands down. Return your knee back. Again, come onto your forearms. Second plank. One leg back, other leg back. Pull the belly button in. We hold it here. Careful not to let your chest sag down. So you're really pushing through your hands and forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2. Carefully come down onto your knees. Let's go into a wide-legged shell stretch here. So toes together, knees apart. Sit back. We're going to flip over onto our backs. Taking your time to get there. Hands are behind your head. You can gently push your lower back down onto your mat, just so that you can maintain imprint spine here. We're going to pick up the chest here, bending through the breastbone. Pull your right knee in. You're going to hold the right knee in. You're going to pulse it in towards your face. Exhale every time. Exhale, exhale. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your head down. Reach the leg all the way out. So your left knee still bent, right leg is straight. Take your arms up towards the ceiling, keeping the shoulder blades down. We're going to push through the left heel to lift the hips. Pull your right leg in and then release. And again, lift and release. Up and up and up. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up. From here, readjust your right leg so it's bent 90 degrees at the hip. Keeping your arms up, you're going to pulse your hips up. 2 and 6, 5, 4, 3. Staying up, extend your leg, flex your foot, same thing. We pulse, like you want to go push your foot up against the ceiling. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, take your foot down, release your hips down, hands behind your head. Pressing your lower back down by engaging through that imprint spine, lifting your chest. Take your left knee in, hold it in, and pulse. Squeezing your thigh into your belly. Exhale every time. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down, extend your leg, arms reach up. Shoulder blades stay down, press into your right foot to lift the hips, pull the knee in and down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up. You readjust that right knee here so that your hips bent 90 degrees. Start to pulse, up an inch. 4. Last 4, 3, 2. Staying here. Extend the leg, flex the foot. Here we go. Pulse it up. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Take your foot down. Release your hips. You're going to reach your arms all the way behind you. Careful not to let the ribs flare out, so maintain that connection in the core. Arms don't have to touch the floor. As a matter of fact, I would prefer if they didn't. So you're a few inches off the floor. If that's bad on your shoulders, take them to a place where you're not feeling pinching in the shoulders. Ribs connected. We're going to reach up. You're going to reach for behind your thighs and then take it back to that same starting position. And again, lift up nice and slow. Touch the backs of your thighs with your fingertips and then release. 4 more like this. And 3. And 2. Last one. We're gonna add to this. Same starting position, come up. Stay here now. You're gonna bend your elbows. See if you can come up a little bit more by just bending more through your sternum here. Once you've got that, maintain the height in your spine. Take your hands behind your head. You're gonna pulse it here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Reach your arms. Again, same thing here. Start by reaching your arms up. Tuck your chin. Reach for the backs of your thighs. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Bend those elbows. Come up a little bit higher. Maintain this height. Hands behind the head. We go 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. 2 more sets. Same thing. Reach up. Exhale. Hands behind your thighs. You bend the elbows to bend forward a little bit more. Now maintain the height in the chest. Hands behind the head. You go 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. Coming up with the arms first. Bend your elbows to really bend forward here. Stay high, hands behind your head. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Extend your legs, extend your arms back, give your core a stretch. Keeping the legs nice and long, you can keep your feet pointed. Reach your arms up, tuck your chin. You're gonna roll it up. And just release quickly here. We're gonna flip back onto our fronts. We're gonna be on your forearms. We're gonna do a few of these. I call these mini push-ups. Don't be fooled by the word mini. It sounds cute, but they are hard. So arms are completely parallel. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Do not hold your hands. I want your palms facing down. Your fingers are nice and wide. First round, let's just everyone have our knees hip width. Don't worry about you're in a bent knee position. Don't worry so much about where your hips and everything are. We're just gonna practice the motion of the arms. So I want you to really push into your forearms here and feel your shoulder blades flat on your thoracic spine. Nice and slow, you're just gonna let your chest fall between your hands, and you wanna feel here like you're gonna drop your chest to the floor. You should feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. Then nice and slow, you're going to push into your forearms and widen the shoulder blades again. And again, let's do one more like this. Release the chest down, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, push up, shoulder blades widen. Just sit back, take a shell stretch. You can release your shoulders, shoulder blades. Already you probably feel the work. If you want to stick to this variation at any moment, that's fine. It's a tremendous amount of work, these mini push-ups. If you want to take it further, I'm going to guide you. So coming back to that forearm stance, make sure your palms are flat, elbows in line with the shoulders. Now you're going to reach one leg back, coming into plank position. Once you're here, you choose. Do you want to stay in your plank, or do you want to come into modified plank position? If you're coming to modified plank position, don't change where you are. Just bend your knees until your knees touch the mat. That's your modified plank position. From here, wherever you're at, either knees down or up, we're going to go into those mini push-ups. Start by pushing firmly into your forearms. Feel first your shoulder blades wide. Super slow. You're going to drop your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Make sure your neck stays nice and long. Don't look out in front of you. Keep it long. Now, ever so slowly, push down into your forearms and come up. And again, slowly, with control. We're going to do these really slow. Exhale, press up. Let's do 2 more. Nice and slow, lower. And press up. One more time. And press up all the way. If your knees are up, take them down. Everyone, knees apart, toes together. Sit back, shell stretch. We're going to come back onto our backs, making it all the way down. You're going to have your legs in a turnout position, wide. For most of us, this means that our heels will be still on the mat and our toes may be slightly off the mat. You shouldn't feel like it's uncomfortable in your hip joint, so please just make sure that you're respecting whatever your hip opening is without forcing it. Okay, but I do want to turn out position, meaning your heels are pointing inwards, the toes and knees are pointing outwards. From here, arms can stay down by your sides or you can have them up. Always up to you. Tuck your tailbone. We're going to lift the hips up in 2 counts and then we're going to lower them down in 2 counts. And again, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Keep going. Keep tucking here. We're not articulating the spine. We're always tucking the tailbone and always squeezing the glutes. And again, lift and down, down, up, squeeze. You're squeezing on the way up. You're still squeezing on the way down. Okay, 2-part movement here. You want it to work as much on the way up as on the way down. Don't let gravity pull you down. Resist it as much as you can. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And release. You're going to keep your left foot flat. You're going to come to the ball of the right foot. So your right heel will be lifted. You're on the tippy toes of the right foot. Same thing here. Lift, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Right heel down, left heel up. Same thing. Up, down, up, up. 10 more. 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Take it all the way down. Take your left heel down for a moment, and then we're going to pick up both heels. You may need to adjust the alignment of your feet. That's fine. Just make sure you can keep the heels lifted. Here, you're going to lift. We're going to stay up this time. Staying up at your highest point, tucking your tailbone, heels reach up really high here. So you're not kind of halfway down. You're really lifting those heels up as high as they'll go. We're going to maintain this height here. You're going to pulse it up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up. You're going to swing your hips to the right and left, and right and left. Right, left, right, left, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. One more each side. Come back to center, back in center. Last set of pulsing up. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the heels down first. Come back all the way down. You're going to turn your heels out this time. Toes point in. Knees come together. Just hold it here for a moment. You can add a few pelvic tilts here, pushing your back down. It's really going to help to release some of that tension that may have built in your lower back, and then release a few more times. And one more. Separate your knees, just allow them to go one way and then the other. Coming back to center, extend both legs straight out. Reach your arms behind you, roll yourselves up. Fold over your legs quickly. We're going to come back onto hands and knees. Again, making sure you've got perfect alignment even before we start here. You're going to reach your left leg behind you, reach your right arm out in front of you. Keep the neck nice and long. Your pinky finger should be on the mat. You're going to lift and lower, up and down, up and down. up and down. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. You're gonna place your hand, right hand, down onto the floor next to the left one. Tuck the toes of the left foot. You're gonna take your leg as wide as your mat, and then you're gonna come to a plank. Take your right leg to the opposite end of your mat. So your legs are wider than your hips. You're going to pick up your left leg here, hold it here. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully place the foot down. We're gonna pick up the right arm and reach it front and hold. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, hips up, downward dog. And lift up your heels, come down. You can take a quick shell stretch here. Releasing. Roll out the wrists if needed, and then come back to your tabletop position. I'm just gonna turn around. From here, your right leg reaches back, your left arm reaches front. Start with your pinky finger on the floor. We lift and lower, up. Exhale up, pull the belly button in. So the core right away is engaging. This is just the warm up or the prep to the next exercise. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. First, place your left hand next to the right. Tuck the toes of the right foot back as wide as your mat. Engage the core. Opposite leg comes back. Keep pushing down into your hands. Pick up your right leg and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your foot down. Regroup here. Pull the belly button in. Really push through your right hand, and reach the left arm forward. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Hand down and downward dog. Pick up your heels, knees come down. Take another shell stretch. Roll out your wrists. And coming back onto your backs. Hands will be behind the head. Elbows stay wide. Press your back down. One leg comes to tabletop, other leg comes to tabletop. My inner thighs are glued together, my knees are pressing in. You're going to first keep your head down, keep the shoulders down, arms down. Keep the legs bent. My knees stay bent 90 degrees. You're going to pull up, lift your tailbone slightly, and then release. And again, lift up and down. And in. Exhale as you pull everything in. Last 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1. Listen for the change. You're going to reach your legs forward diagonally here. Legs are straight, back stays pressing down into the mat. Slowly bend the knees and then lift up. Hold it for a second. Take it down. Reach the legs front. Bend the knees. Pick up the tailbone. Hold it here and take it down. Again, reach the legs and bend. Belly button in, lift the tailbone, hold. And down, again, 2 more times. Reach the legs, bend here, lift the tailbone and hold. Take it down, last time, reach the legs, bend the knees, lift up, come down, good. Extend the legs, lift your chest here. You're going to keep both legs together, flex your feet, lower down and up, and inch, no more. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Take it all the way down, knees to chest, hands on your shins, just rock and roll side to side. And coming back to center, holding the backs of your legs, rocking forward and back. We're gonna go back to a set of mini push-ups. So now that you know how to do them, you choose where you're at. Remember, there are a few variations here. You can have your knees down or up, or you can stay in tabletop the way that I am now, if that was enough for your shoulders. If you're moving on from this variation, first things first, come into your plank. If you choose to stay in plank, stay here. If you want to come to modified plank, just bend the knees until they touch the floor. Here we go. Pressing into your forearms, slowly squeeze the shoulder blades and then push up. And again, squeeze, push up. And squeeze, push up. Last 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Take it back down, sit back, shall stretch. You're gonna come to seated position. Don't go down. So knees are bent, feet are flat. You're gonna have your hands behind you. Fingertips can be pointing out sideways. They could be pointing in towards your bum. That's fine as well. For me, it's not that comfortable, but avoid having them pointing away from you. Okay, so you choose where it feels good on your wrists and your shoulders. Your feet are flat. Careful not to let your legs open up or turning inward. So you're gonna try and keep that perfect hip alignment here. Once you're here, you're not just hanging out here effortlessly, right? Your shoulders are away from the ears. You're not slouching, your back's in neutral. Careful not to overarch. Back is nice and neutral. From here, we're gonna pick up the hips, stay lifted here. If you let the shoulders go up towards your ears, chances are you're gonna start to feel in the shoulders and in the neck, it's not gonna feel nice. You really need to put an effort into getting that nice length in the back of your neck. You're gonna press down through your left leg or foot, pick up your right leg to tabletop first, extend it. Flex your foot, lower the leg down, point, reach up. Flex to lower, point up. We've got 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, take your leg all the way down, heel comes down, release your hips. So your right leg should be parallel, toes pointing up, knee points up. You're gonna walk your hands in until you are in an upright position. Take your arms out in front of you, shoulders stay down. Push through your left leg, lengthen the crown of the head up. You can point your right foot or keep it flexed. Just make sure that your knee is still pointing up. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone. You're gonna roll it down just to behind the sits bones. Here, once you get to that lower back, you're gonna inhale here and then exhale, lengthen up. And again, tuck your tailbone, pull the belly button in, roll down, and up. You've got 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Make sure when you come back to your seated position that you take the time here to really lengthen the spine all the way up. Good job. Bend your right knee. Take your hands back into position wherever they were. You can adjust as needed here. Press down into your feet. Lift your hips. Push down through the right leg. Left leg comes up to tabletop. We extended, flex, lower, point up. Flex down, up. 8 more. And 7, and 6, and 5, 4. Careful of the shoulders. Last 2, last 1. Take the leg all the way down, heel down, bum comes down, lengthen up. Reach your arms out in front of you, keep the shoulders low. Push down into your right foot, reach the left leg away from you, tuck, and lengthen up. Lengthen, lengthen here. And again, exhale, lower down, And up. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Bend your left knee, fold over your thighs, release your back. Coming back to a seated position here. You may need to scoot forward so you have space behind you. Starting with a straight spine, arms out in front of you, palms facing down. We're gonna lower down on my count. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, slow it down if you need to. 6, 5, you should be roughly at the lower back here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch it out, arms behind you, legs in front of you. Roll it up, fold over your legs. And we are ready for today's challenge. So all that nice long warm up so we can do this one exercise. You're gonna come into first your plank position. So hands in line with your shoulders, your legs. The wider they are, the more it's gonna help you in this exercise. I recommend you start wider, you'll see why. That's why earlier I had you place your feet at the edges of your mat. Same with your hands. The wider they are, the more it's going to help you here. We're gonna lift as we were doing before when we had the leg up. You can keep doing this. Otherwise, you're gonna go with the leg and the opposite arm at the same time. So really push firmly, engage the core, and then nice and slow, you're gonna pick up leg, opposite arm, and we hold. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, take it down, downward dog. Coming back to your plank, other side. This may be your good side if you're lucky, maybe it's your not so good side. We'll see, engage the core. Push first into the left arm and then you lift and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, take it down, downward dog. Lift your heels, knees come down. You can come to either seated or kneeling position here, whatever is okay on your knees. Just take a deep inhale here and exhale. Inhale just the right arm, exhale hinge to your left. Come back up, other side, lift your left arm up, inhale, exhale, you hinge right. Coming back to center, one last deep inhalation here. You're gonna take your hands into prayer and exhaling through your heart center. You are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you next week.